we should let the AI live to speak with
We
us.
are
Darko,
live. We are.
Darko,
We are
you
Bonjour.
are
live.
Hello.
Darko, you are wrong.
Bonjour.
No,
Bonjour.
bonjour, Bruno. But Darko, you're. I'm saying you're wrong. It's open Claude, not open. I don't know. What are you talking?
No, no, Shahir, there's no D at the end. This is no way. No way.
We're
Bruno, what do
live.
you think?
We're live,
Well,
Darko.
so
Come on.
we're live, and today we're going to talk about open claw.
It's Claude.
Assume claw. Anyway, I'm the guy. Assume I'm the guy who don't know anything about anything, and I'm trying to figure out why is everybody talking about robot launching robot, the robots talking with robot without human, no humans allowed in that social media framework for bots. Human getting distributed, so discriminated by robot. Anyway, today we're going to talk about open claw, and we were checking with AI. How do you pronounce it? And what's the conclusion then?
Clause.
So
So,
it's. I think it's open Claude. I'm sorry I interrupted you, Darko, but let me make you guys hear what AI is saying. So AI, you're live on the podcast. Now tell if it's open Claude, or if it's open Claw with an R. Please go ahead.
Hey everyone. So for the record, it's OpenClaude with a D at the end. No R, no I, just D as in distributed or daemon. That's the
Okay.
reliable take
Thank
straight.
you. Thank you.
As
I'm
you,
going to ask my own. Thank you. I'm going to
Darko,
ask
just
Eva. Hey, Eva, I've got a question for you. I'm here live on a podcast with my two co-hosts, and we have a question about how do you pronounce open claw? You know, the new bot launching bot craze that everybody's talking about. How do you pronounce it, please?
That would be pronounced open claw. Just like it sounds. Open as in something not closed, and claw like an animal's claw. Simple as that.
Okay. All right. So my AI beats your AI, Shahir. I think.
we don't know who beats who because we. I think AI wants to respond, and Darko also wants to respond. But yeah, you have 10 seconds. You can respond now to what Bruno just made us listen to.
Darko. Darko. So what's the
oh,
answer? You'll be
well,
the ground truth there.
you know what's the answer? Because these neural networks, they're actually black box, so we will really never know the answer. We we will never go there and understand.
All right. So welcome to the Biostat and AI podcast. Today we're not going to talk about Biostat at all. If you came for the Biostat and you know everything about AI already, well, you're out of luck. With my two co-hosts, we're going to talk about bots launching bots. And if someone like me, for example, has been completely out of the loop for 2 weeks, and I miss the whole craze about, you know, Cloudbot, what do I need to know? What is that? What is that? And then Moldbot and then Moldbook. I guess they're all related.
I think these are very interesting questions, and Darko is going to be our expert for answering a lot of those questions. And there would be a lot of deliberate questions trying to provoke.
We want
What
to
is
provoke.
happening? I was sitting with a friend. He said, "Have you heard about that AI project? It's agents launching agents." He was probably a little dramatic because I just tried to confirm this with ChatGPT, and they also seem say that. So what I've heard was that these are agents launching agents. They have their own religion, they have their own language, and humans are kind of banned like that, like a sci-fi movie. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Although AI thought otherwise. Please, Darko, give us your thoughts on that. I'm really scared right now. I hope that's not true. Whatever I just
It's
said.
like only fan, except it's only bots. It's you know, right? It's bot doing things to bots, I guess.
Yeah, I mean in this story.
I've never been there, dog. I'm not that kind of guy. I just heard about it. Seriously, I'm not. He's looking
I
at me like
I
the only
really
bots.
don't know what to say, to be honest. I'm kind of I the only thing that I can say right now is I think that there is a lot of provocation and drama in this story. Well, first, uh, a lot of people were afraid of will AI at some point become so autonomous that it may actually go out of control of humans. Now, this framework, this AI agent framework, which we're discussing, the Open Claw, formerly known as Claudebot, actually went a step further into that direction.
He
Uh,
said, "God."
Yeah. Okay. Well, we did it. Okay. So what happened is that an AI agent is built that can autonomously control a lot of stuff on our computers and cell phones. So it can have access to our files. It can have access to our social media. It can do things autonomously without 24 hours per day, without much human oversight or control. Now that changed everything. So that is actually one of those at the same time very interesting, very powerful, but also very scary steps in the direction of, hey, are we really now controlling these agents, or are they do they have their own world? Bruno mentioned there is also a social media which is called the Malt Book, where these agents are communicating with each other. They are creating their own philosophies, and humans are allowed only to observe. They are not allowed to, as far as I know, take part into those social media interactions.
But so I've got a question. So uh, so OpenClaw creates bots automatically, but humans prompt them, or they just decide, oh, I'm going to create a bot today.
I think humans have like a very small amount of control. They basically define what they want their bot to do, but the bot is actually the one that decides, what they're going to say,
But
what they're
prompted
going
by a
to.
human, right? It's like not a banana for bot. You prompted, you say, hey, I want a bot that does XYZ. And
It's
then
not.
right?
Is it prompted by a human or is it prompted by a bot itself? A bot prompted by a bot.
I think there's a lot of bot being prompted by a bot. So the humans are just defining in general, like you create a bot and you want to give it to have its own ability to speak in the bot social media. So you can say, well, you're a bot, you're a philosopher, and go to this social media. But then it's going to decide on its own, who it's going to talk to, what prompts is it going to write to these other bots, what its opinion will be. So I think the prompting
Right.
by humans is very limited, I think.
Okay, but it's prompted by human. I say I want to create a Bruno bot, right? That is all purple and likes to talk about XYZ. And then OpenBot create OpenClaw creates that bot on its own. I don't control except for the prompt. I don't control. I don't understand even how it works. And then BrunoBot is launched in the community. He goes and talk with DocoBot and ShahirBot, do their thing, go and socialize on, Maltbot.
But where are the limitations? I'm trying to ask that question. Where exactly? Where do they stop?
Yeah, so I
There's
think
for
that's a
types of
very.
services. If I could say, hey, I want BrunoBot to go and just harass female bots out there, it wouldn't let me do that.
Like, how is it? Okay, how are they limiting it? It's a bit little. If we can touch slightly on the technical side.
Yeah, I think the big problem is that the limits are kind of vague. So if you have a bot that has access to your computer, to your social media, to your programs, to your telephone, the limit is pretty much where it lives, right? So it can change files where it lives. If it lives in a phone or in a computer, it can change pretty much everything on those systems. So I think that's the most concerning thing, is that the limits are almost none.
So
You know,
if you wanted to create a bot right now, could you go to OpenClaw and in 3 minutes create a purple bot that goes around, and each time it sees something purple, it sort of say, yeah, that's a bot. Goes around the social media, finds something purple, and say, yeah.
Yeah, I think you could create it in 5 minutes, and you could create a bot like a Bruno bot that can
Bot.
maybe
Yeah.
jump. It has a special jump,
Yeah,
like
yeah. It
you
jumps.
on those
Right. That's right.
conferences.
That's right.
Yeah, you could, and actually it's they made this platform so simple that people can easily create their own bots, which can be 24 hours there. Now, what that means, is that good or bad? I really don't know. What do
Well,
you guys think?
well. Before that, I've got another question. Is bot the same as agent? What's the difference between a bot, or is it just a more colorful word for agent? I think it's the same, isn't it? It's just an agent creating an agent, a bot creating a bot. There's no difference, right?
Yeah, well, I'd say that there isn't much difference because when we say bot, it actually goes from the term robot, right? So a robot is really for us an agent that can do stuff, that can that is not just a large language model. It's not just about chatting. I think that's what we discussed in one of the previous podcasts. We were saying, what are the agents? Instead of just chatting, let's just do, right? So OpenClaw is exactly that. It can do, and it can do a lot of things 24 hours per day, and very, very autonomously.
And
So
costing a lot of tokens to the owner. Someone has to pay for all of these tokens, right? So you have to put a cap on the token. Otherwise, your bot, your pet bot, is gonna burn all your tokens.
True that.
yeah,
So you go ahead, Darko.
no, sorry, please, I interrupted
Oh,
you.
I have a question, and it is a little dramatic when it comes to the exploration part of the AI, especially in a lot of places that are still, seeing it as something that's not as developed. I have a lot of questions, but I'd like to frame it like this. If it was so advanced, if it was so scary, I'm kind of giving myself a little bit of a tap that it's going to be okay with this question. Why is there not a unicorn already, but that's formed by a bot, and there's no human employees? There's
Oh,
if
we
there's
went from the 1% unicorn to a 0% unicorn. That the bot hitting the unicorn. It's
Yeah.
next level.
it's possible if I mean if you're gonna hear things like that, they have a language of their own, they have a religion of their own, humans are not allowed. And I'd like you to talk a little more about the social media platform as well, Darko, after you answer this question. But where's the unicorn?
Yeah, I think that's such a smart question. There are so many people saying these OpenClaw. I mean, OpenClaw is really an interesting technological leap. However, it's not that advanced compared to some other agents that are built. So I think most of this comes from the fact that we made it autonomous and that we made entire systems, computer systems that we operate on. We let them use them, but there isn't really anything else compared to any other AI approach, advanced approach. So, yeah, Bruno.
Darko, just to demystify what it does, that I mean, wouldn't OpenClaw bot launching bot just saying, well, it's at Zapier or NNN, except there's even less decision made by the human. You still have a prompt, but you don't connect the boxes or do a lot of decision. It sort of creates a schema of your bot and launches it. So it's essentially just gradually, it's even more automated than Zapier or NNN. No?
Yeah,
But
it's
it's a
fully
good idea.
automated.
It's a way
Yep.
to create an agent, same thing, right? Except that you just do a prompt, you don't connect boxes.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, right? You can create an agent which is kind of autonomous very, very quickly, and if I think what Shahir also mentioned before is so important. If this system was so advanced, and you have thousands, and actually I think it's closer to millions very soon, of these OpenClaw agents speaking to each other in social media, being used by humans as their assistants. Very soon, if they were so powerful, so advanced, very soon we would see crazy things. I mean, crazy in a positive way,
Yep.
being built by them. We're not seeing that, right? So we don't see any major changes in the AI landscape, which means that this is a technological leap to give these bots more autonomy and more agentic nature. But I wouldn't say that it's like it's going to change everything, right?
Right.
It's going to change everything right now.
So because we're nearly out of time, I want to know about the social life of these, and also what is, I guess, Moltbook
Yeah, the social media platform.
and Moltbot. Yeah. A Moltbot is just a bot from OpenClaw.
We're not allowed. We're banned. can we try? Can we plan something? Some kind of I don't know.
Yeah, I think
Like,
it's only accessible to bots, which is interesting. We are discussing all this time that bots were not welcome in social media. Now we have social media where only bots are actually
So you get
welcome. Which
a reverse captcha, right?
yes,
Are you a bot, and you have to prove you're a bot? I'm wondering if it's harder to prove that you're a bot than it's to prove that you're human.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's an
Like,
interesting one.
try to
How-
join that network. Let's plan some action, guys.
yeah, we
like,
should we
pretend
should
to
we
be a
should
bot.
plan an action.
Uh,
Why not? Let's get into their world. Let's see what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But we should
Oh,
make three bots and have
I'm
them join on the podcast.
You never know. Is that a bot? Is Bruno a bot?
yes, I am a bot.
Me too. I am a dark bot.
I cannot do that. Okay.
I have a
I'm a bot.
poppy head.
I'm gonna be a
I'm a
very
bot
serious.
from France. I'd like to meet other bot. Hello,
Oh,
Darko bot.
for sure.
Bonjour.
How
Shahir
do
bot.
I don't know the accent, Bruno, but maybe you can teach me.
Oh wow.
Of course. Oh, wow, wait. I'm going to go and drink some butt juice and sit on my butt chair.
There's
So,
no such thing as a bot juice. You're caught. Sorry.
oh,
There's no such
now
thing.
Yes, we know you're real, Bruno.
oh,
You're
no,
more than real.
I know. Well, goodbye, fake bots.
Thank you everybody for tuning in. It was great connecting.
Thank you, everyone. Au revoir.
Oh wow.